Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal. In today's video, let's talk about where should senior citizens invest in 2020. Retirement planning or post-retirement money management is an extraordinarily difficult problem in personal finance. It is very difficult for even an experienced financial advisor to suggest to a retiree where to invest their money or how to manage their money, particularly when the corpus the retiree has is much below the corpus that a retirement calculator would give out. So it's always in such a situation, it's always very difficult to decide whether to take all the money and put it into an annuity and get a pension, or to do it partially, have some money for emergencies and so on. It's a very difficult situation. So people should not be asking for, shall I put it in RBI 7.75% or PM via Vandana Yojana, whatever. That's not how you handle it. You always look at needs, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. So it's a very complex problem. There are many things like how much money do they have, what kind of regular income do they get, are they dependent on their children, what kind of health cares do they have now and in future, and how much experience do they have with capital market products, that is market linked products, and so on. And I have always been under the misconception senior citizens used to manage their money wisely because of, in general, because of their age and so on. But I mean, I've seen them get ULIPs after age 60. I've seen them get monthly dividend plans of hybrid equity funds, all sort of nonsense by chit funds, by cooperative bank FDs, small finance bank FDs, just chasing after returns, credit risk and debt funds and so on. So we will have to be a little careful here, and I've always maintained that children should not that is, the children should not touch the parents' money, or at least not tell them to invest in something new like mutual funds if they have never done it and so on. So, with regard to the main problem of retirement planning that I talked about, whether to annuitize the whole corpus or to manage the money in buckets, I have one solution, which is the my robo advisory template, which gives you one solution, which tells you whether your corpus is big enough for managing it in buckets or you should annuitize it and so on. So I talk about that in my robo advisory template. It gives you automated solutions. You can check that out. But for the purpose of this video, I will only talk about safe investments. So we are going to talk about a senior citizen who doesn't have much of a corpus to play around. And even here, it would be better to get professional opinion from a SEBI registered investment advisor, but I'll give you some generic solutions. So the senior citizens, so case one, the senior citizen needs regular financial support from the children in addition to their own pension. The children are financially stable. So this means that the children don't need to touch the parents' money even in the case of very big emergencies. So in this case, in addition to the pension, whatever money they have, some amount of the money at least can be taken to put buy the RBI 7.75% bonds. You can use the cumulative options because the lock-in will be there for 7 years literally, although you can sell it in the secondary market in principle, but the lock-in is there. But it doesn't matter because the children are well off, so they will handle the situation. That's one option. If the children are not well off, then it would be better for the retirees to stick to simple post office fixed deposits, senior citizen saving schemes, something where they can pull out with a little bit of some kind of penalty and so on. That it's better to put the money there. Of course, senior citizen savings scheme is not cumulative; it will pay you interest quarterly, but that's something that you can manage. If they want regular income, then maybe they have a government pension or some annuity scheme from their company. In addition, they can buy the Pradhan Mantri via Vandana Yojana. The new scheme has launched today. The interest rate for the new scheme is 7.4%. I have talked about all the features in a new post. I just published it after this post. Just go to freefincal, you will see the latest post. The latest rate of interest is 7.4% per month. But please note, if you have already purchased the Vaya Vandana Yojana for 15 lakhs, you cannot buy again. The total amount of money towards this scheme has to be capped at 15 lakhs. You can buy this, or you can buy the small saving schemes. I don't think that has got any limit. No, yeah, that's got limit of what? 15 lakhs again, right? I forgot the limit. Small savings also has a limit of 15 lakhs, if I'm not wrong. Okay. They can use monthly income schemes from post office, something like that. Please recognize these schemes are only short term. if you buy an annuity from an insurer, although the yield will be lower, it will be for life. Whereas this Vaya Vandana or small savings schemes, that they're only for a limited number of periods, 10 years, 7 years, and so on, 5 years, and so on. So um, you cannot say I'm going to get the same rate of pension for all my life. So that's the big problem. So my suggestion would be to have a core pension scheme from an insurer for life. In addition, if you want extra pension, you can get it from these schemes, but then they will be subject to reinvestment risk and so on. Of course, tax-free bonds you can buy, but please recognize tax-free bonds, because of the fact that they are tax-free and have high coupon rate, they will be available only at a premium, which means if you have the original face value is 1000 rupees, they will be available at 1200, 1500, 1400, that kind of face value per bond, which means that when you buy, you are actually paying a huge kind of entry load, and that will eat into your coupon rates. So if you calculate the yield is basically coupon rate divided by the current price. That could be considerably lower than the actual coupon rate on the face value. So which means that effectively your effective yield of a tax-free bond could be very comparable to the RBI post-tax return that you will get on the 7.75%. There's not much of a difference. So don't break your head too much about all this. Just buy something that you're comfortable and safe with and just let it go. I will do a detailed analysis on this bond premium, how to calculate and so on in a few days. So that's pretty much what I want to say. I have a simple calculator on when senior citizens should purchase an annuity. So people who are just retired or about to retire, who are wondering about how to manage their money, bucket strategy or pension scheme, they're in kind of conflict, can use my simple when should senior citizens purchase an annuity calculator and then take a call on the matter. So please recognize again and again, products don't matter. Please have clarity on what I want. Do I need income or do I need growth? If I need income, do I have to buy a for life income product like a annuity, insurance annuity, or is a limited term income product like this Vaya Vandana Yojana or small savings schemes, senior citizen small savings schemes? If I need growth, does liquidity matter in case of emergency? Do I need to pull it, or can I lock it away and depend on my children? These are all the questions you should first answer before worrying about the product. Don't look at the product first, look at your needs first. Thank you. Bye bye.